Hey guys, okay, in this video, I'm gonna take you through my daily meditation journal. So I recently did a video walking you through my daily meditation practice, or actually it's twice daily. And then I posted this photo on my Instagram story, and somebody here asked me, what am I writing in this journal? I'm assuming they were talking about this journal. It's the only thing with writing in this photo. So I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to tell you about this meditation journal that I do. I use this to keep track of my meditations, to write notes, to, you know, take a note of any adjustments. If I notice that my practice has been slipping, or if I had a really good practice, this is a really, really good way to stay accountable, stay consistent, and identify when I need to make adjustments. So I'm super excited about the opportunity to share this with you because it's been a super, super powerful part of my practice that actually I started doing it this way right on January 1st, 2025, or actually right before during my silent retreat. A lot of things really shifted for me during that silent retreat. So let me take you through this. And the way I'm going to show you this is I actually scanned in a couple pages, so I'm going to walk you through actually how I'm doing this, and then I'm going to actually write out a new page here. And I've got this crazy text solution here so I can make this whole video without editing. I know some of you are tapped into that journey, but this is really cool and exciting. Okay, so let's go here, and first thing is I want to show you this meditation journal. This is my actual meditation journal. This is what I've been writing here. Okay, so as you can see, I have this dedicated setup for my meditation practice. This is very, very important to have a place that you can to have a dedicated place for your meditation practice. That way you can reduce the cognitive overload of figuring out where to meditate. It's like, no, you have your place, your stuff is there. You can set up special photos. Like I have a special photo right here, special object right here. I've got some incense. I've got the books that I like to read before my meditation. I've got my timer and I've got my journal right here. And of course, here's my meditation cushion and my yoga mat. So everything is all set up. So when I wake up first thing in the morning, I can just go right here. I don't have to think about anything. My space is all set up. So that's cool, right? And then, yeah, I have this journal here. So basically what I do is, you can see this is January 2025. And essentially, I kind of just draw these boxes. It's almost like a calendar. So this is January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, January 4th, etc. And I don't do days of the week or anything. Really what I want to make sure I'm doing is I'm meditating every day. So I don't care if it lines up exactly like the calendar with the days of the week. I just want to have this clear linear system so I can track my daily practice. So as you can see, I have multiple rows here with different days in January. And then I intentionally leave this space in between them. So there's space in between here, there's space in between here, and there's a bunch of space here. This is so I can take notes on my meditation practice. All right, so something that I've done in the past is I actually would, do an entire entry for each meditation, but I find that this system visually works really well for me. So basically I'll draw these rows, I'll draw lines in between them for each day, and then I have two check boxes, one for AM and one for PM. And all I do is after I complete that session, I check off the box and I write how many minutes I completed. So you can see here I did 20 in the morning. I didn't do my evening meditation here. Here I did 12 in the morning. Here I did 15 in the evening, etc. And you'll see here I started to really enjoy doing the check boxes with a big, thick Sharpie marker just because it's very satisfying for me. Okay, and the other thing I do is I have this open space here to write notes. So this is super, super helpful for me. As you can see here, I wrote bliss, so I had a really good meditation on the first. So sometimes I'll write if things went really, really well, but very, very importantly, I'll take a note if I notice that I'm starting to slip, if my meditations are starting to be weak. Like here on January 2nd, I wrote, getting a little hairy, watch the phone habits, right? So I'm checking myself. I'm noticing in my meditation if I'm unable to sink in, if I'm stressed out the whole time, I'll take a note and that actually helps me adjust. Like, okay, yeah, I need to watch the phone habits. Let's do that. Um, right. And then I just continue on. I make sure I'm hitting these every day or as often as possible. You can see I'm by no means perfect. Although most of the time I'm usually hitting both days between 10 and 20 minutes, which is awesome. And then, yeah, what's really cool about this system is you can start to track how your practice is developing. So here on January 11th, I just naturally started this reading and meditation hybrid practice where I would read a page of a spiritual text and then do my meditation. So I took a note of that here. Oops. Here you can see on the 13th of January, I also took a note to watch my phone usage. Going to 10:15 is quite late. I try to get off around 8 or 9 p.m. at the latest, as you can see here. Yeah, here we had another really strong meditation. I wrote bliss waves. So it's just really cool to jot these quick notes. And again, seeing the daily tracker and just being able to jot quick notes, that's been working better for me than having like a dedicated entry for each meditation session, which I used to do. Just felt a little bit excessive for me, although you could do it this way. So yeah, you can see a lot of the times I'm taking notes. If I had a weak meditation, it usually has to do with overconsumption, being on my phone too much, not taking that break. Here I said, careful, take a full 20 minutes through the weekend. I don't know if I did 17 minutes or 3 minutes here. Right, but so I'm basically like, there's this center that I can stay in, and when I'm veering too much to either side, I'm able to like catch myself using this system, and it also just helps me stay very, very consistent. Here's another page that I scanned in. As you can see, this is just how it starts to look. Something cool happened is, okay, here I'm having fuzzy mind, buzzy, getting rushed. And then here I took a note, consider a 24-hour retreat soon. Right, so I'm using this system, I'm able to identify, okay, my mind is really taking over. My mind is really, starting to drag me into stress and anxiety and overthinking and constant overwhelm. Maybe it's time for a 24-hour retreat soon. And by that, I mean like a 24-hour dopamine detox, like no phone, probably spending the whole 24 hours in silence, something like that. And then, yeah, so right here, I ended up actually doing that. I did that 1.5 day tech detox mini retreat. And then right after, I had my first strong meditation in a while. So it's really cool to track. You're able to track your practice over time and like make adjustments and immediately figure out when you need to make an adjustment. And for me, doing a little 24-hour detox is super, super powerful. Okay, so that's kind of an example of what my journal has been looking like. And then just in case it's helpful, I want to show you how I would do this if I was starting right now. So hopefully I'll try to stay in the camera for you guys and draw it here. So let's just say I ran out of these check boxes and I needed to draw a new one. So I would write that it's February here. And then basically what I do is I just draw these rectangles, leaving plenty of space in between for notes. And then I'll draw these lines. This is very simple, guys. And then today is the 7th, so I'll simply just write all the days in a row. Okay, and if the month switches in the middle of this thing, you can see I actually did this right here. I'll just take that note right there that it's February, and then I'll switch. Oh, and something I forgot to mention, maybe this will line up with your practice, but I started reading A Course in Miracles every day. and there's like a daily reading associated with A Course in Miracles. So I also noted, which reading it was under each day. So yeah, it's a good cohesive system. So I'll just show you that in this example as well. So let's go back here. So yeah, February 7th would be A Course in Miracles 37. So I'll write that under each date as well. But then yeah, I'll just do 2 checkboxes for AM and PM. And I won't do this whole thing, I'll just do it on one row so you can see. And that's pretty much it. That's it. I'll just do that the whole way through. And then basically, yeah, when I do I don't have a Sharpie on me, but I could do it in this red thing. Let's say I did my meditation in the morning on the 7th and it was 20 minutes, I'll just do that. And then in the evening, 20 minutes, I'll just do that. And if I have any notes to write, I'll just write them up there. And yeah, then it turns into this big messy thing, but it's very beautiful because it's like, tracking my meditation practice, it's very valuable and like special information. So that's it, guys. That is how I have been tracking my meditation. That's my current meditation journaling practice. I've been on a roll in 2025. I really just started this system, like it all kind of came together right after that silent retreat. And then, yeah, I've been tracking it this way, tracking all the changes. I almost just messed up all the tech because this just fell on my computer. But yeah, I've been tracking all the changes, tracking my practice using this system. It's helped me stay on a daily practice. It's helping me understand when I need to make an adjustment, when I'm starting to slip into bad habits. It's helping me stay accountable and consistent. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm sourcing a lot, like questions. When I get a question, I'm like, oh yeah, I can share this part of my system. And my genuine hope is that it helps you. I'm basically I feel like I'm in this phase where my creative freedom, holistic path, it's like, ooh, I'm ready to share all these pieces now so you can all take advantage of them. So keep your questions coming. It's super, super helpful and energizing for me. And yeah, like I said, I hope you found this helpful. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye.